Well, I'm out in the junkyard and I'm looking at this, which I actually had in the videos months back. I'm gonna back on the 5718 from months ago that I haven't touched. What I'm gonna do is start disassembling the mounts and other parts on here so I can start to paint it. So the good news is paint came in. $30 a can, folks. I would buy it now before it goes up to $50 a can. Buy a couple of cans and keep them in your stock. I have spray cans from 25, 30 years ago that still spray. So you do get longevity out of it. Anyway, I'm going to take all the mounts off, strip it down, clean it with alcohol. There's some grease here and there. I have a little sanding to do over here. Finally, take this apart, degrease it, and paint it. Like I showed you in the last clip, I got the paint. That was a few days ago. We had some really humid weather, some rain. Now it's really nice again. Probably in the high 70s. The humidity's down. Okay, time to paint. So let's get this apart and degreased, and then I'll get back to you. Thing degreased, dismantle for painting. I'll paint it tomorrow. It's late in the day today. I took the oil plugs out by degreasing there. I like to get the paint, inside the cavities or orifices wherever I can. Shift lever. I dropped the 4 bolts and the bolt out of here. Let it hang low so when I paint it, I get some paint inside there. I'm going to tape off this area tomorrow before I paint it and use a piece of cardboard as a block as I spray the midsection and the gear case. And I got to do the tiller too. The tiller I'll do right on the motor. I'll just tape up the grip and spray away. It's all primed and ready to go. And they're looking good. I forgot I had that repair here to do, so I just got done sanding it and priming it, blending it in. I had that little chip right in that little foil cavitation plate there, about the size of my thumbnail. Well, a third of my thumbnail. Anyway, tomorrow's paint day. Okay. I love to paint. Who doesn't? Okay. It's another day. It's nice out. It was cloudy this morning, but now we get nice blue skies, about close to 80 degrees. Good painting weather. I started this motor, folks, 5 months ago. Maybe a little bit longer. I took it out. It's just a stub. If you check my previous videos, it was just the midsection and the power head, basically, and the carburetor. But I got it all ready to go. I got my new paint, came in. It used to be $24 a can, just so you know. Again, I recommend if you want to buy any paint, buy it now. Before you know it's going to be 32, then 34, then 36. So I think in the last 2 years, it went from, I was paying 20, then 22, 24, new owners, 30. So, buy it now. They have all the colors, so. Now, again, I decided to paint it before I try to start it because I'm going to have all the grease and oil from the running it in the little bucket there. I'll have to clean that off. This way I'll have no grease or oil. So this is the time to paint it. I know the factory didn't run them before they painted them. But we'll see how it goes. 1957 Johnson 18. Here we go. I have somebody running the a pressure washer in the background. I hope it's not too annoying. Pretty much a nice light coat. First coat. First coat on the opposite side. Just a light tack coat I'm doing. Nothing crazy. Nice even strokes. We'll take the idle adjust out. He's getting paint on that. I did Scotch-Brite the bottom half, pretty much up to the mounts, just to make sure the paint will stick a little better on the area that's exposed. No water. All right, so I'll let this tack up and then I'll come back. Well, I did a tack coat, light coat, now a little heavier coat. And when I do these coats, I'm a little bit closer to it because the paint really does dry so fast and dull out. I found if you go closer, after you put a tack coat on and a thin coat, you won't get as many runs as you can go closer. Always shake the hell out of these paints upside down, I don't need the cardboard now because I do have initial paint on here, so I'm not too worried about getting overspray on here. Yeah, I cut my distance in half. Set it back here. I'm like probably 6 inches away. Kind of fog it in there. Okay, we'll let that settle. And I might come back and put another coat on both sides. But she's looking pretty good. Now the problem with this paint is, and I even contacted the company a while back, sometimes it just dries so fast it loses all the luster. So I asked them, maybe, can you put a little retarder in the paint because it's enamel, slow it down just a little bit, take a little longer to dry. It doesn't have to dry in 10 minutes. It can dry in a half hour, an hour. It'll retain its gloss, but they kind of really didn't care about that too much. The only alternative is if you really want to do a really show paint job, I would suggest buying the paint from a auto body supply house, 2-stage or single-stage enamel, and do it that way. If I don't like the luster, I will clear it. I do have enamel clear, so we'll see how it dries. Time will tell. Oh, I love painting, folks. I really do. It's so much fun and therapeutic. What's the word? There's a word. Good therapy. It's gonna be a little bit heavier. I've been shaking the heck out of it. It's been about 10 minutes. And here we go. I'm not going to jump the gun. Stop, keep hitting the darn camera stand. Sorry, folks. One of these days I'll get a GoPro on my helmet or hat. Okay, so we'll let this tack up, and I'll come back and I'll do the other side, and this side heavy coats, and that's it. Looking good. Always nice painting a surface that's been blasted and primed. No wonder layman problems with paint, chips, excessive sanding, and all that other garbage. But anyway, to the last coat. Okay. One thing good about these outboards, they don't use a lot of paint. Not like doing a car. One tiller painted. Okay. Just painted the tiller of the Hun. Sun came out again. I did do the top of the cavitation plates again because they were a little dry looking. But all in all, I'll do a little walk around on it. Try not to shake too much. Came out pretty good. Again, it's not going to be like a spray gun job, but you can do pretty good, especially with the technique I was telling you about. After you put on a tack coat and then 1 or 2 light coats, you start putting the heavy coats on, you can go like 5-6 inches away and really load it up. And somewhat horizontal on a stand helps too to prevent runs. But she's looking really good. I'm pleased. Next, I'm going to let this paint dry really good, and I'm going to try to start it. I'm going to put the propeller back on and clean up the cover, faceplate, and that'll be it. Okay, so thanks. Appreciate it.